But we begin with that major earthquake rocking Northern California. Local officials say there is widespread damage after the 6.4 magnitude quake struck early this morning. Our Rena Roy tracking the latest for us from Los Angeles. So, Rena, just tell us, what do we know right now? We're getting some word of injuries.
Right, Alexis. So the details, they are still coming in at this hour. What we do know from Humboldt County officials is that there are at least 2 confirmed injuries. They are fall-related injuries, a broken arm and a head injury. But they are stressing that we don't know the full scope of injuries at this hour because they are still making contact with cities in that area to get that information. But at this hour, there are no known fatalities. We know that the 6.4 magnitude earthquake hit at around 2:34 this morning. You can imagine a lot of people were likely jolted out of their sleep when this happened. This earthquake hit 200 miles north of San Francisco on the Northern California coast, as you said, near the Ferndale area. Officials are telling us that the Rio Dell area has been hit the hardest. There are several house fires there. We also know of downed power lines, power outages, gas leaks, and at least one collapsed structure. As you said, this damage is widespread. Again, they are still assessing the scope of the damage here. Alexis.
And you mentioned thousands still without power there in Humboldt County. Any idea how long it could take for electricity to be restored?
So, Alexis, we do know that PG&E, they have activated their emergency response plan. Crews are out there in the field. They are responding to this, but they are still assessing, and they have not given us a timeline at this hour. When it comes to the number of power outages, though, we do know that earlier this morning at the peak, over 71,000 customers were without power, and that's 71% of customers in Humboldt County. So a good chunk of people have been affected here. And remember, this comes just days after a 3.6 magnitude earthquake hit the Bay Area itself. Alexis.